Now recording. Holy shit.
And holy shit is something I say a fuck ton when I'm watching the thing we're going to talk about today. Hey, everybody. So today is what, episode 5? We're on episode 5 now. We've been doing this a month now.
That's
Damn,
man.
Dude.
Yeah.
I didn't
doing
realize
this
that.
We've been doing this a month. But like, look, I'm here. My name's Adrian. I'm here as always with my co-host Alejandro Navia and Carlos Charlie Perez.
What's up? What's up?
I say as always, like again, we've been doing this forever. We've only been doing this a month. But you know what? We're already the LeBrons of this shit, man. You know what? We're already the kings of this shit. We're already the fucking LeBron. Nah. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Joe Rogan.
Get back in your seat, peasant.
Joe Rogan is a LeBron. We're like
Norris Cole.
We're like Luka Doncic. You know, we're coming up on this bitch.
No.
We're coming up with it. But anyway, speaking of LeBron, you remember that moment.
Oh, yeah?
I was sitting on my couch
Keep
watching Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals.
Oh, yeah?
It's just under 2 minutes to go. Kyrie Irving goes up for a high layup, but he misses, and the rebound is taken by Iguodala. He passes it to Curry. Curry passes it back. You're thinking to yourself, someone's finally gonna score, because no one has scored in a long-ass time. And then, out of nowhere, LeBron James flies up, and gives us one of the most, if not the most legendary block of all time. Mike Breen has the call.
Blocked by James! LeBron James with the rejection!
And you start running around screaming, diciendo, cabrón, puñeta, que carajo yo acabo de ver, puñeta. Because you cannot believe what you just saw. And if you're a real NBA fan, you know exactly where you were when that happened. And as you can probably imagine by now, today, we are talking NBA basketball, specifically our most memorable moments watching the NBA. So without further ado, cue the beat. I'm so excited for today's episode, guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, man. I remember when Michael Jordan won his first championship.
I remember being a few months old and just seeing the last shot. I remember it vividly. I definitely remember it, being like 3 months old. Yeah.
And
I can't believe it's taken us. I can't believe it's taken us like 5 episodes to talk about the NBA. Like I did not expect that at all.
Well, we were supposed to talk about last week, but then Navia said fuck Friends, and then that happened.
Yo, we had to talk shit about Friends, man. We had to talk shit about it. So yeah, here we finally are.
Leave that. Let's go. NBA.
Yeah, but anyway, no, let's talk NBA. Yeah. So wait, before anything, Navia, what's the danger level today?
I don't know, man. I ate a hamburger, so I don't know. I've never tested this one out on the podcast. But I'd have to say we're like, lower tier now. Yeah, I think we're controlling it better these days. That first episode really hit me. It really did. Really did.
Really nerves did. Or something?
I don't. Yeah, it probably, because, first podcast. But hey, we're here.
Yeah. NBA. Yeah, no. Obviously, we love the NBA, and even if you're not following the NBA, you probably know the NBA suspended its season,
and
back in March.
And you probably know that when it comes back, LeBron and the Lakers are going to be champions. And
if you can't figure it out by now, Navia is definitely a Lakers fan, if you haven't found that out yet.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Navia and I have we have an interesting relationship because I'm a Celtics fan, so we love each other, and then we talk basketball and we hate each other, but it's all good. It's all good.
But the NBA suspended the season.
Let's see if we don't scream this episode, because usually this ends up being a scream fest.
Yeah, usually we get really heated in here, man.
It'll probably happen. We'll see. But yeah, no, the NBA suspended the season back in March, obviously because of, the coronavirus, which, you know what? Every week I think of this podcast, we have said fuck you to a certain group of people, and I think we should make that a running gag. So for this episode, I'm going to say fuck you to all the non-mask wearers out there. Y'all are a bunch of bitches. I fucking hate you. You can go suck a dick. Fuck you guys.
You know what?
Dude,
fuck
no.
Fuck the Thunder, dude. Fuck the Thunder.
Hey,
my God.
we'll get to that
Come
later.
on.
We'll get to that later. Fuck you.
We'll get to that.
No, dude.
We'll get to that.
No. Fuck you to non-mask wear. You know what
Yeah,
pisses me
guys,
off? You know for a fact the people that aren't wearing are being like, I'm not gonna wear a mask because it's my American right, are probably the same people that hoarded toilet paper when this shit first started, and that probably get their dicks really hard for like the military, even though they've never served, and they're probably like out there, they're like, put me in a new military uniform right now. I'll protect and serve this country right now. Give me a gun. I'm like, bro, you won't even wear a mask.
I saw an edit that replaced that put like all the ladies screaming on the microphone and all the dudes. I was gonna say all the Karens, but one of them was like Mexican, so I was like, nah, because this was one of those weird Mexicans that are actually Trump voters. But anyways, what I wanted to say is that they replaced it. I mean, they didn't replace it. They matched it together with Parks and Rec footage, and it was amazing. It looked amazing.
Oh, that was really good.
Also,
I saw that. That was really good.
That lady that was screaming like, "Don't put the devil's mask. It's the devil's. It's Satan's and whatever." I was like, "What the fuck? Where did you take that out from, dude?"
Honestly, those people are fucking idiots. But anyway.
I thought you were going to a completely different point with that. I thought you were heading in the direction of so the NBA is set to return and do all its remaining games in Orlando, but Florida has had a striking increase in corona cases lately. Man. So please wear a fucking mask, because I need my basketball, man. I need it.
Right now as it stands, I really don't feel safe. I really don't feel like it should.
I need it.
Cue the Dave Chappelle meme. Hey, you got any more of that basketball right there?
But
scratching his neck.
But hey, I think what we should start talking about before we talk. I think our most memorable moment. Let's talk about the memorable moment that maybe got us into the NBA. Because I remember mine. I remember that or series of moments that made me like a basketball fan. Or do you guys want to just jump straight into the most memorable?
I remember the series. I remember this.
So
So
who wants to go first?
I'll start. I guess I'm hosting. I'll start. For me, it was the 7. It wasn't actually the whole 2010 NBA postseason, like the playoffs, but I mean, it really stuck with me. The 7-game 2010 NBA Finals between the Lakers and the Celtics.
Yeah.
And also, I was rooting so hard for the Lakers during that because I was just so in love with Kobe Bryant. I mean, the late great Kobe Bryant. Just watching. I remember watching a few of those games. Some nights at my grandma's because my parents, I think they just left us there to a few nights that week, and I just remember watching the Western Conference Finals against Phoenix, and then the finals, watching it at home, and I mean that's what turned me on to the NBA, and then I've been a fan ever since. What about you, Navia?
Not 2010. It was 2009 actually, against Orlando. Not the whole playoffs.
That was a great one, man.
Just that series, and I remember Kobe getting the trophy and shit. That was amazing. But although I remember most vividly the 10 finals where Kobe got the what's the name of the trophy? I forget.
The Bill Russell MVP?
No, not the MVP, the trophy, the finals trophy.
The Larry O'Brien.
The Larry O'Brien. He was up in the box, where they keep the score and whatever. They put the replays for the refs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
He was full arms extended, confetti from the ceiling.
Both trophies.
Both trophies in his hands. The NBA champs cap on his head. Fuck yeah! This is my moment, yo. That gives me chills every time because it's holy shit, I am the man here, look who's boss, dude,
So
obviously,
so I actually, yeah.
Nah, obviously that was the most iconic moment for me during that time, but the 2009 series was really good because you had possibly the best Dwight Howard ever. Just
hands down the best Dwight Howard ever.
I mean, yeah,
MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Dwight Howard.
He was MVP that year.
He was MVP candidate. I don't know if he won MVP, but he was the best. He was defensive.
He was just
their team
dominating.
Was stacked as well. Their team was stacked. They weren't all of them. They weren't these are going to be Hall of Fame players, but they had a great, like, solid team, really consistent. Holy shit, I remember that team.
Oh, and just in case, LeBron James was the MVP that year.
Oh, okay. Lol.
So he was candidate.
So so like I said before, I've been a Celtic fan all my life. And I've been following basketball probably since like really young in my life. But I think the series where I really got into it was the 2008 finals, Celtics Lakers, which probably has one of the most memeable like moments ever with the Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
But
that is, dude. Before you go anywhere else, that is the most overhyped fucking championship ever. Boston fans, don't shut up about that shit, dude. It was more than 10 years ago, dude. Stop.
The thing is, okay, so I have a lot of love.
By the way, this is not to you, Carlos, because I know how your stance is with that championship, but I'm just talking to the rest of the Celtics fans. You know who you are. And I'm talking to also some of my other friends. You know who you are. Fuck you. Because, come on, man. Like, stop talking about that chip. Celtics are not as good.
Celtics have definitely gone downwards, and they're on the up right now. They got a lot of potential.
Oh, yeah. They're
right
like,
now. That's the word. They're not ready, but their potential is like, they're like one. If Gordon Hayward gets back to like
half
something the same as what he was, like that's half. Championship caliber. Yeah, that's championship caliber. But what I was trying to say before was that, so that series got me into NBA. Like I was really into it after that series. And it wasn't even because they won the championship. It's because I remember, like, obviously they had, like, their big three. A lot of people, like, say LeBron made the big three. I say the Celtics did it before he did.
Of course they did.
Because they obviously did. Like, you get, like, Defensive Player of the Year Kevin Garnett, and you get, like, new Reggie Miller to join Paul, like Rookie of the Year and Rising Star Paul Pierce on the same team, and then you get a decent center, and you get a really good like point guard prospect to come in there. Like they had a Fab Five pretty much on that team. The problem was that they were injured half the time. Like if you look at their stats when all 5 of them were playing, it's insane. But then, like, Perkins was injured, like, half the time when Rondo was off. Like, people forget that Rondo used to be, like, the OG Westbrook. Like, he was a walking triple-double. He didn't score 30, but he got you, like, 15, 10, and 11 back in the day. Like, that team, the way they played really got me into the NBA. And they should have won more. Like, the reason Navia says that's an overhyped championship, because it is. You're hearing it from a Celtic fan. It is overhyped championship because... like they had the team, they should have won way more championships. Like it shouldn't have been that hard with that team to win a championship. And the fact that they still had to go 7 games with a Laker team that wasn't even going on all cylinders. Like they weren't at full strength. They just weren't. They didn't. Well, Kobe's always going full cylinders, but like they weren't at it fully that year. Like if you went player for player, it was like on a card, a ballot card. It should have been like, oh, Celtics should win this in like 6 worst, and it was like a nail biter 7-game series. Like that shit was intense. They should have won at least 2 championships with that team. Again, they had a lot of injuries, and there was like that was back when the East was like stacked.
Kobe Bryant
like,
is amazing.
Well, whoa. Yes, but the reason you guys won that, the reason you won that 2010 championship was because Ron Artest decided that he was going to get... Ron Artest decided, hey, I'm going to... fuck my god-awful 3-point shooting average. I'm going to knock this one down. Like, right now, I'm going to nail you right in right in your head. It was insane. I love
the post-game conference he gave, explaining the moment. He was like, I could hear Phil, because he's the Zen master, telling me not to shoot it. He wasn't saying it out loud, but I could hear it in my mind because, he's the Zen master. But I still shot it, and I was like, I fucking, man.
That shot shouldn't have gone in, but it did, so you can't complain, man. It did. It went in. They won. What are you going to do? But, like, Jesus Christ, like, those days, like, the 08, 09, 2010, 11, 12, like pretty much like around like right like from when LeBron was like at his best in Cleveland to when he was starting in Miami, the East was so good. Oh my God. Like The Atlanta Hawks were always in the mix. The Philly was always in the mix. Orlando was in the mix. Pacers were in the mix. Cleveland was in the mix. Miami was like every team was like a possibility to get. Oh my goodness! And it was so thrilling every time. And then it all went to shit. It was like
it all went to shit.
And then it suddenly the East became the dumpster of the NBA. I was like, oh my god, no.
I mean, hopefully when the Celtics come back, hopefully they're playing better than Jason Tatum's haircut.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
His beard is so bad. His beard is so bad.
He looks like a bum, dude. He looks like a bum that uses shampoo. That's it.
Jesus.
He's not the prettiest of humans, but he's a baller. So, keep balling, bro. Keep balling.
Okay. So now, I think we should all talk most memorable moment with our own teams, because we all have our favorite teams. Obviously, you all said.
I already said mine because it's a Kobe thing.
Okay, so the Lakers. Okay.
Because we had a shit decade.
Yeah, no, it's true. But you know what team didn't have a shit decade? My team. The Thunder.
You had a horrible decade.
Okay, it was a disappointing. Disappointing is the word.
Yeah, it was disappointing, but it wasn't horrible, no.
What?
Which I think, you know what? I can give you one of the most memorable.
Like, holy shit, possibilities. Sells your third best player. What? Okay. Because you didn't want to pay like $2 million? So Jesus Christ.
They didn't want to pay him an extra $2 million, man. Stupid.
Hey, man.
Stupid.
Hey, man.
Stupid.
Hey, man. Listen.
Stupid. I ain't going to let you get the chance.
Stupid. I love that joke. I love that.
I love it.
James Harden is now in Houston, and he's come equally as close, so I don't feel...
Yeah, but he's making bang.
I know. But anyway, you know what? I mean, that team has given me some memorable moments. And this is one we were all involved in. I think it was when they blew the 3-1 lead in Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, 2016. Because that game happened during our prom weekend, and we all got together in one of the hotel rooms because our prom was held at a hotel. That night, it was the night before our prom?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and we got all together in one of the rooms, turned on the TV, had bought a bunch of booze, had made a drinking game for the game to watch the game, and we proceeded to watch the Warriors beat the Thunder. And the thing is, I don't think I even participated in the drinking game because obviously the Thunder are my team, so I was so focused on watching the game that I wasn't even paying attention to the drinking part. And then I remember when they finally lost and blew the 3-1 lead before it was even cool, just saying the Warriors are the ones famous for blowing a 3-1 lead, but the Thunder did it before it was cool. Anyway, and I just remember being speechless after they lost. I remember just screaming into one of the pillows in the hotel, in the room, just
Okay,
but
so I participated in the drinking game. I did. And I remember that my thing was I really wanted OKC to win. I'm a pretty big Durant fan. Or at least I was a huge Durant fan when he was back in OKC. I still love him now, but I don't know. I don't I respect him as a player, whatever, more, but I am not as big of a fan for some reason. But I really wanted OKC to win. And so I told myself, you know what? I want OKC to win so much. I don't want them to blow this lead. Every time that they score, I'm gonna take a drink. Every time they score. I took 2 drinks. I took 2 sips, I believe, or something like that. I even said to myself, you know what? Fuck the drinking contest. Every time they score, I will remove an item of clothing. If they win, I will run in my underwear up and down the hallway. And they still lost. I was trying to beg the gods. I was offering my humiliation and suffering to the gods, and they denied me.
You really offered more than I did because I was just so focused. I remember everyone else is having fun, they're drinking, but again, this is my team, so I am very involved in this, and I'm being so focused. I'm not paying attention to the drinking. All you see me was Durant scores. I'm yes, Durant 3, and then Westbrook goes up for one of those.
I was in a corner in fetal position, just looking at the TV, please.
Because, that was the 73-9 Warriors, and the Thunder were up 3-1 on them. Anyway. But, I remember, just being and yelling because Westbrook would then go up and throw one of those mid-range jump shots with, 20 seconds left on the shot clock, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Every time they went for an ISO, I was like, why are you ISOing? Why are you doing this? Hero Ball doesn't work. Hero Ball doesn't work for you guys. It never has. It never will. Just play do what
Hero
you do
Ball
for the.
only
It was like
worked on Durant, but when Westbrook,
no, but that's the thing. When
it was a
he was
secure
playing,
brick.
it kind of did. But like it, you could give like when it came to those games, like those really must-win games. It was like first 3 quarters. And then I'm pretty sure that OKC was like winning pretty much every game at the start of the fourth quarter. Yep. And then fourth quarter starts, and then it was like, okay, so we're going to scratch everything we've done for the last, what is it, 36 minutes of the game, and we're just going to start playing Hero Ball now. We're winning, but we're going to play Hero Ball anyway. I was like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Oh, Q Navia. Now, Q Navia. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, no. And then obviously later that summer, the infamous moment, Durant goes to the Warriors. And I remember the exact moment when I saw that news. We have talked about like how I was in a summer program. You know, Carlos and I were in summer programs that summer before we went into our freshman year of college. And I had an event for that program that day. And I came out, like we got out of the auditorium from that event and the news came through. And I saw it on my phone. And I dropped to my knees. Like, I legit dropped to my knees outside the auditorium. People are like, oh, my God, Adrian, what happened? And I'm like, Durant went to the Warriors. And they're like, what? And then, like, someone that knows basketball, like hears me. And he's like, what? What? And I'm like.
Our chat was ablaze for the next, like, 3 to like days to a week. It was just nonstop.
I think I must have muted it. I couldn't take it.
Oh,
it was so bad. Oh my God.
But hey,
Jesus.
Yeah, nothing positive came out of that. I'm sorry.
What do you? I mean, well, nothing. Well, I mean, yeah, you can look at some positive sides. So for the Thunder, you got Westbrook going back-to-back triple-double seasons. Like, okay.
Yeah, you had Brickwood.
No, I'm going to tell you my most fond...
Westbrook shooting threes. Andre Roberts brick shooting threes.
Nah, man. Andre Robertson, dude, hasn't played in like 2 years since he injured his knee, man.
And he's not going to play again.
Dude. Probably not.
Dude,
sucks.
Westbrook hitting that like nearly mid like buzzer beater against the Jazz last game, like last second of that like season, like after the Durant trade.
It wasn't Jazz. It was the Nuggets.
No? Nuggets, whatever, somewhere one of those teams before they were great, hitting that three to get the triple double average because he needed the three.
No, he didn't. He had secured it. It was just the ending to that.
Really? Oh, I thought he needed it for it.
No, because they needed the win.
They needed to win that game to get to the playoffs.
Well, no. The Thunder were in the playoffs. The people who needed the win to get into the playoffs was the Nuggets, and then Westbrook said, fuck you."
Damn.
Yeah. No.
Anyways, Thunder were shit.
They
were never gonna make it to the second round of the playoffs. They never did.
Fuck off, man. But I mean, no. I do have a fond memory. One fond memory is. I'm going to switch it to the other prom, our junior prom, in 2012 when the Thunder were
Wait. Before you explain to the people from the States listening in, our junior prom isn't during our junior year of high school, it's during 8th grade. So
it's true.
Just to clarify that, we were like 8th grade material here.
We were 14,
13.
Yeah. And so the thing is, that was obviously before I had a smartphone, and the Thunder had been down 2-0 in that series in the Western Conference Finals against the Spurs. This is because that was the series that was happening when that junior prom happened. And again, this was before I had a smartphone, like any type of smartphone. And they were
the last person to ever get a smartphone, I swear to God.
Fuck yeah, dude. I didn't get one until 20.
You had phones I've never even heard of, dude.
Dude, yeah, no. I didn't get an iPhone till 9th grade.
No, dude, to 10th
2013,
grade,
2013. No, 2013. My birthday, that's when I got. But anyway, they were playing the game that was eventually going to tie the series up at 2 that night. And again, since I didn't have a smartphone, I didn't have a phone where I could check the score and shit. and see what was going on. So I would keep, because we were like our junior prom wasn't like at a hotel like our senior prom was. This was like at school in our auditorium, which is underground, so there's no cell signal down there. So I would continuously be going up and down, like outside, inside, outside, inside, and like I'd be texting my dad, be like, "What's the score now? What's going on? Blah blah blah." And like I would consistently. The best thing is, I was a dateless motherfucker to that prom. Well, all proms, but like that prom too.
I mean, second prom, senior prom, I had a date. Shout out to.
Yeah, no.
You know who you are.
I was the opposite. I had a date for the junior prom, and I didn't have a date for the senior prom. But I should have just gone dateless to both because it wasn't like.
Well, I mean, you did go dateless to one of them at least.
No, I know, but I should have gone dateless to. I should have just listened to myself and like gone dateless to the junior prom because.
Oh, I remember.
Like, I just didn't have a great time. And if you listen, I'm sorry.
You're so depressed. Are you depressed? Are you depressed, Carlos?
No. No. I'm good, and she's totally fine. I know. I'm just saying, like, I never talked with her about this. If you're finding out, like, it wasn't anything you did, it was just like you had your friends there.
Let's be honest.
And I didn't want to.
She's probably not listening to this podcast.
Yeah,
she's not.
She's probably not. I don't remember who she was. I just remember the group she was in. So,
I remember hearing these thoughts from you in those days and in the days since.
I know my prom date had a great prom. Fine. Shout out. Nothing happened. Nothing happened, guys. Just we had a good time.
I was about to say, like,
chill.
No, I knew.
But the way you were making it sound.
I mean, I don't give a shit what the audience thinks. Like, I know who I am, so I know what I did. Yeah. Nothing happened. We all got drunk. We all got drunk at that prom. I don't know about you two, but I got hella drunk.
I had to get picked up. So I didn't get shit faced, but the after prom for the Sepayana one.
Yo, I remember. I got
there. I always hear these stories, man, and I was not there, so I always gotta hear these stories and be like, man, that wasn't.
I got pretty crazy that night. Holy shit.
We got there at like 12 midnight. We got there at like midnight because we weren't invited to the prom. We were invited to the after prom. So we okay, we'll go there at midnight, and we had to catch up to everybody else. So we like sped up the process of drinking. So we drank like a shit ton of alcohol in a span of like half an hour to get up with everybody.
Oh my God.
Then start drinking with them, right? So we were shit faced for probably the whole night.
Oh man.
And then his dad comes and picks us up, and I was. It's
like 5 a.m. It's like 5 a.m., bro.
I don't remember how this happened, but I had a cigarette in my ear, like a pencil, like how you put. So I had a cigarette in my ear. I was shit faced in the back of Carlos's dad's car, and it was like one of the most calming rides ever. He had like smooth jazz put on or something. Like I don't remember. Like it was like soothing music.
Dude, I was like, shout out to my dad. It was like shout out to my dad. He dropped us off at midnight and then picked us up at 5 a.m. Like that was fucking amazing. I remember I was in this thing. I was in this exact room, and I remember getting back at 5 a.m. and then trying to go to sleep and waking up again at like 7 a.m. and going like, I know I have to puke. My body doesn't know it yet, but I know it.
Well, wait, no. We got he picked us up at like 6 a.m. because I remember I got home and it was like,
oh shit,
it was like daylight. It was daylight, and
it was
when
daylight.
I got home.
Well, we got picked up and it was
So like I got home and my dad was making breakfast for himself, and I was like, what's up?
That's
like it was so weird with the cigarette in my ear. Then I got to my room. I took off my glasses and the cigarette dropped to the floor. I was like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck did this get here, dude?
Like, oh man,
the thing is, I didn't even smoke that night. I didn't even smoke. Like, I didn't smoke at that time.
I don't remember you smoking. I don't remember you smoking, but that after prom was more fun than our after prom, and to my recollection.
Oh yeah, no,
my after prom at. But when I say my, is because I didn't go to the after prom. Like I went in because we had like a 1 drink voucher, and I I took the drink and went outside, and we kept drinking because I took a mini fridge, like a cooler. I took a cooler downstairs, and we were all drinking next to the beach or something. I don't know.
I don't remember that. Wow, what a bro, what a lad.
What a lad. By the way,
Carlo,
we're so off topic here. We're so off topic.
Wait, so going back to the junior prom thing. Yeah, since I was a dateless motherfucker, I didn't have to be paying attention to anyone, so I would just be going up and down, just being like inside outside, being like, "Hey, Dad, what's the score now?" And then when the game was finally over, I was like, "Okay, now I can enjoy myself at this place."
And you didn't.
No, I had a fun time. I had a really fun time at our junior prom.
I vividly remember Skrillex, his remix playing at the end of that.
Cinema.
Dude,
Cinema.
I remember
that was the song.
I remember some people made a mosh pit inside the prom. And
yeah, man, dude, I remember that. I was so I nearly got in there. I was like this close, man. But
I got in there, and I remember when it stopped, everybody was looking at us like, what the fuck? that Tom and Jerry meme, the one where Tom is like, what the fuck? Like looking at everybody. Oh yeah, that's how
where he turns around and he's like.
That's the only memory I have from that prom, because it was the most forgettable night ever. It was so dumb.
It was pretty forgettable. Okay, so let's go back to another memorable moment then. Now, why don't you hit us with a memorable one?
Oh boy, ooh, this one is Adrian's favorite. Okay, so Adrian is an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. Adrian is the only Puerto Rican Oklahoma City Thunder fan ever. So was this last year? That was 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, no, wait. I don't know.
No,
I'm pretty sure what you're gonna say. If that's what you're gonna say, it's last year.
Last year's playoffs. So Portland and Oklahoma City Thunder. Last seconds, there were 6 seconds to go. Portland is losing by 1 or 2, right? By 2.
No, it was. I think. No, what was the score?
It was by 1. It was 1.
Yeah, Portland was losing.
No, it was tied. No, they were tied.
I was like, it was a tie.
No,
that's
they were
why
tied.
they went for
so they're tied. Okay, they're tied. Paul George is looking dead in the face at Damian Lillard. Paul George is one of the best defenders in the league, supposedly, right? So he's staring him down.
You cannot tell me that was not
giving a fuck, dribbling down the clock. He's in the middle of the fucking court. He's in the logo. He's on top of the logo. He does a step back, 64 feet down or something. It was something like that.
Okay, well that's definitely not right.
That's more than half the court. It was 45 feet.
Really?
40.
I don't fucking know the measures. Anyways, it was
NBA 3-pointer is
way downtown. It was way out of what anybody expected, and it was a fucking fadeaway, basically, a step back fadeaway 3. Paul George tried. He just tried, and it goes in. The stadium fucking erupts, dude. Everybody was looking at the screen what the fuck just happened? And then you see Damian Lillard walking down the court, waving goodbye, as he knows he just destroyed the Oklahoma City Thunder. He knows what he did. That was literally a murder, dude. After that game, the Oklahoma City Thunder traded Paul George to the LA Clippers and traded Russell Westbrook, their franchise player, their best player in history, their one-time MVP.
One-time MVP.
The triple-double champion of the decade, basically. Just because of 1-3, dude. Think about that. Think about how devastating. No, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bitch. This is not your time.
You're talking about my team? You think I'm not going to talk shit back?
I'm going to... No. I'm going to talk shit. Then you'll defend whatever there is left to defend. Because, this team is in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, okay? And they said, we have a franchise for their future. We're going to make the finals in 2 years because we have Paul George and Russell motherfucking Westbrook. And Damian Lillard was like, "Oh yeah, bitch, take this, bitch." Oof, drains that three. That was like so satisfying to watch. Like every time I see a replay of that play, I'm so satisfied. Like it's almost as satisfying as LeBron's block. It's not as satisfying because LeBron's block is a masterpiece. It's beautiful. It's art.
It
But
is.
damn, that
okay,
three,
so
dude.
That
three.
Before Adrian retorts, a quick thing I want to say. That shot is inherently like
No,
it's not
no.
supposed to exist. That
No.
shot shouldn't exist. So
Paul George said it was a bad shot, but you could clearly see Damian Lillard sinking.
Dude. He knew what he was gonna do
of those shots.
No,
he sinks
but
50% of those shots, and he practiced them.
Not 50, but maybe 50 this year. But the year before it wasn't that high. But my point is the reason that I've played some basketball in my lifetime. I'm not a great player, but I've been playing a lot, and I kind of understand a little bit of like shooting mechanics and how it should kind of like be for like to get an easier shot off. So to shoot from like 40 something feet away from the basket, not only do you need insane leg strength because you can't just rely on your arms for that. You got to get that like energy from your legs. Like the way he shot and he stepped back. So he steps back, which already takes away an insane amount of energy. Like end of the game, you're exhausted. You should not have the energy to be able to step back from that far away. So that cuts it in like, I don't know, let's say it cuts it in half. The way he turned his body, so he's a righty shooting towards the left, but he has the ball on his backside. So he has to, not only does he step back, he's got to twist his body to get it aligned with the rim. Like that shot should not be humanly possible. It just shouldn't. That's why it's so weird. But the fact that it goes in, like that was it you can't deny it was
Baller.
a bad shot, by the way. It's a horrible shot selection.
It's not a bad shot.
It's a horrible shot selection. Now, let me finish, please.
The stats prove that it was not a bad shot.
Okay, but stats are stats, and stats isn't basketball. Stats are a collection of events that happen during basketball, and it gives you an idea. But like, you will never go to someone and say, okay, well, let me teach you how to play basketball. Step 40 feet away from the basket and shoot. That's not how you play basketball.
Because
it's not
all basketball
selection.
players are ballers, dude. You gotta be a baller for that. You gotta be a badass.
You don't have. You have to be that's it. You have to be a unique breed.
You need that cojones, man. You need those cojones where they are to take that shot. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with Paul George.
You gotta be the cabrón in that building to take that shot.
Exactly. No, this is the thing, man.
Yeah.
And Paul George is his
Damian
fucking
Lillard.
puta. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
I sound like a Mexican slang, like a Mexican.
Dude, you sound like you're from Family Guy.
Mexican
you sound like
gang
you're from
member.
Family Guy right now.
A Mexican.
Anyway, look. This is the thing. Damian Lillard is a fucking baller. Even though he did that to my team, I fucking love the guy. I bought his jersey that night after that happened. Like, because I texted the group chat. I was like, I will buy his jersey if he makes that shot. And honestly, I'm going to go talk you guys through how that night, like that moment went for me, because we were all in different places when this happened. I could see it in his eyes, and I knew who I was dealing with. That is Damian fucking Lillard. That is a bad motherfucker. And like, I could see it in his eyes. He was like, the slow dribbling, how far away he was. I was talking to my roommate. I was like, he's going to go for this. Like, it's so obvious he's going to go for this. And when he does, and like before, like when he was like running out the clock and like dribbling slowly, getting ready to set that shot up, I like texted the group chat. I was like, I'm going to buy his jersey if it makes the shot. If he has like Davia said, the cojones to end the series on this shot. And he did. And like the thing is, when he hit that shot, my roommate screamed louder than I think I've ever heard him scream for anything. He screamed, so he jumped out of the couch. He screamed. And like, he's like, he just did that. He just did that to you. And I'm just laying there on the other couch, silently smiling. And I didn't even react that strongly, I think, because I saw it in his eyes. I was like, he's going to destroy the team, isn't he? Now, I didn't know he was going to destroy it to the point that they're going to trade away all our stars and rebuild. But I knew I saw it in his eyes. He was like, he's going to take these motherfuckers out, isn't he? And when he hit that shot, I just laid there and I was like, what a motherfucker. And I could only respect because it was so badass. I honestly, I watched that moment and I still laugh about it. It destroyed my team, but how can you not, as a basketball fan, how can you not enjoy watching that?
Yeah,
it is so insane.
I remember the block, right? The LeBron block. Before LeBron joined the Lakers, I was a LeBron hater. Until I saw that block. I mean, until I saw that series. Because that series was he is, I accepted him as the GOAT. I said, he's the GOAT.
Oh, Lord. Here, if Fuck Friends wasn't going to bring hate, any basketball lover is going to bring hate.
This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't hate anyone that says Michael Jordan is the GOAT. In my opinion, LeBron is the GOAT. And honestly, that's a matter of opinion. Because if stats are stats, Michael Jordan is not the GOAT neither. It's Bill Russell. He has 11 rings. Or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem
has
the most points
and most points ever.
Yeah, so it's a matter of opinion. And yeah, Michael Jordan, he did what he did. He was amazing. He's still a shitty team owner because the Charlotte Bobcats don't have a past, a present, or a future.
Just because you can play doesn't mean you can.
I love how you called them the Bobcats.
The Hornets and the Bobcats are now the Hornets.
Whatever. North Carolina
That's
ain't
how
going
irrelevant.
anywhere.
That's how irrelevant they are right now. That he forgot that they
dude.
had changed the name to the Hornets a few years ago.
They only have a cool uniform, and that's it.
That is true. They do have a really cool uniform.
Yeah, but it's not even the best. Honestly, one of the best uniforms it's the Miami
Vice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And the Vancouver Grizzlies.
And the vintage Utah Jazz. I love that uniform.
Oh, yeah.
Denver Nuggets Rainbow. Also one of the greats.
It's cool, but it's not as cool. You know?
You want to see? You guys know who has one of the worst uniforms?
Boston Celtics.
Boston Celtics.
Dude, that uniform is so bad.
Same uniform ever since 1961, apparently, or something like that. I don't know.
Wait, are you talking about the special, quote unquote, special uniform that they only wear a few times a year, with the yellow lettering?
No, just their basic home and away uniform. It's just
I mean, it's bland, but it's also classic, so they're not gonna change that really. Probably never.
The only one I like is when they go the full black ones with the sleeves. I like that one, of the regular uniforms. Oh, actually, I like the I forgot the name, man. The Warriors. I like the Warriors one, their logo with the tree.
I don't like that jersey.
I like that.
I think it's cool. It's a cool jersey.
It's okay. So anyways, After that comeback, I said LeBron is the GOAT. And that block really honestly changed my perspective on everything, dude. Holy shit. I remember I was at one of my friend's house. We were watching and we're like, yep, it's over. And dude, oh my God, that's sore. Dude, he could have blocked the whole basket. If Iguodala didn't do the reverse layup and just did it on the left side, LeBron would have still blocked it. LeBron had that covered.
It wasn't a reverse though. He did a pump. He did a pump.
I mean, he did a pump fake and then
he did a pump to. Well, he had to. He did a pump to fake the guy that was next to it. That was
JR.
I know. But if he were to go to the left side instead of the right, it would have still been blocked.
Oh no, yeah. But the thing is, exactly, yeah. So people that don't, anyone that doesn't remember this scene, this moment, go back and watch a YouTube video of it, and you might just be thinking, oh, well, he saw the ball going, someone was gonna shoot. Obviously, he tried to block it. No. LeBron, as soon as he started running, to go back on defense,
he knew that was over.
Controlling his speed, he was pacing. He was eyeing the ball. He knew he was gonna block it. The second he starts running, you can see it in his body language. He was going for that block, and LeBron has a history of blocks. He has a history of tracking down blocks, but he hasn't done it since 2012 Miami, pretty much. 2013 maybe.
He has done it. He just hasn't done it in such an important moment since then.
Well, no, he's never done it in such an important moment, but he used to do it a lot, and he pretty much stopped because...
Yeah, no, but also, like, first off, what I found funny is that, like, oh, if you don't remember that moment, if there's anyone still listening to this episode that is, like, hearing us talk about the NBA and doesn't remember that moment, like, I don't know, like, I mean, like, thank you. Like, you're listening to a podcast, I mean, an episode about the NBA, which clearly you don't know much about if you don't remember that moment. So thank you if you're still listening to this, if you're not an NBA fan by this point.
But, dude, oh my God. That was so good.
But I have to kind of agree with you because, okay, so my dad's a LeBron fan. So wherever LeBron goes, he follows. And it's been like that all his life. Like, so I've been to games. Like, I went to a Boston Cavaliers game once. It's like, and when LeBron was in the Cavs, and that game was insane. Like, my dad and the person behind him were the only two, like, LeBron fans in the whole thing. It was ridiculous. So, like, I used to not love LeBron. I never hated him, but I used to not really like him that much either. But when I saw that, when he went back to Cleveland, I started changing. When I saw that block, I was like, this guy is just, like, you just got to respect him, and you got to, like no matter what he does, like, he is the role model for the NBA. Like, he's so consistent. He's such a upstanding human citizen. He's an amazing, like, he's so good.
Dude, no, and I mean, I feel the exact same way because, I mean, when he, like, I was also, like, a LeBron hater when he was, like, first in Cleveland and then that Miami phase. Like, I was a hater, I will admit. Obviously, he took down the Thunder in their only finals appearance, too. Got his first chip, which I was happy about, but I still, like, didn't really like the guy. I mean, not as a person, just as, like, him as a player. Just, I was against him. But when he made the announcement to go back to Cleveland, I was like, holy shit, that's a ballsy move, and I respect it. And then when he came back against the Warriors, I was like the same as now. I was like, this motherfucker might be the GOAT. He is. Look, I am of the thinking that, like, a lot of people, you know, make the argument Jordan versus LeBron. I honestly, I cannot make that argument. Like,
I didn't see Jordan, so I can't make the
exactly, like, LeBron's our GOAT. I mean, LeBron's our GOAT.
Yeah, he's the GOAT of this generation.
We've never, obviously, The Last Dance, I think, made a lot of people think. Obviously, which, I mean, speaking of The Last Dance, man.
Yeah, but okay. The Last Dance is a full documentary trying to sell you that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. So obviously, you're gonna come out of it like, holy shit, he's the GOAT. Because it has no other opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only other opinion it had was Isaiah Thomas's. And whatever he would have said that tarnished Michael Jordan's career was probably cut off. Except for the thing that...
But he said it, though. Like, look for Isaiah Thomas talking with, like, Stephen A. and, like, First Take. And he talks trash about Michael Jordan. Like, he'll talk to Scottie Pippen he'll look him in the eye and he'll say, we were better than you and you could not get past us.
Well, that is true until they eventually did. But anyway, what I was only going to say,
until they eventually took Scottie Pippen and then took Dennis Rodman and then got the best coach in history, and
they didn't
built a big ass team with an amazing bench, and you know.
But just in case,
like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. I know we're going off topic, but Michael Jordan had a big three before a big three was a thing. He went against John Stockton and Karl Malone. Karl Malone is one of the greatest players in history. Yada yada yada. Amazing.
Total asshole.
All the shit. You know, he has all the shit.
Total asshole, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But, you know, as a player, John Stockton was great, but not unstoppable. Like, you know, John Stockton wasn't a Steph Curry. John Stockton wasn't a Kyrie Irving. John Stockton, like, he was a great player. Not the best. Like, Steve Nash is probably better. You know, let's be honest. And people be like, "Oh, this guy is like," yeah. I'm gonna keep going with that Steve Nash thing because honestly, in my opinion, he was better. Even though he stole a Kobe MVP, he was still up there in the MVP. You know. But yeah, like, it was a big team. It was a hard team. I'm not gonna say it was easy, but come on, man. You can't really compare some teams, you know, because, like,
no,
what were the finals against? Like, honestly, the biggest finals. Wait, I don't know if they even made it to the finals. Did Michael Jordan play against the Houston Rockets in the finals?
No, they never did.
Okay,
Houston Rockets made it the 2 years they were out.
Okay, so
you mean the Hakeem Olajuwon one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been like I would have loved to see, right? Not see like had or whatever, because I wasn't born. That Houston Rockets team against the Bulls. I'm not saying the Houston Rockets team would have won, but in my opinion, would have been the biggest test in Michael Jordan's career.
I mean, I think one of the biggest things
maybe.
Okay, first off,
because they were
that
was a really balanced team. That was a really balanced team.
Well, no, okay. Yeah, and look, the funny thing about all this is, first off, when I started saying the thing about The Last Dance, all I was just going to say was nothing about really how it... I wasn't going to say anything about how, it puts obviously Michael Jordan as to go, whatever. No, I was just going to say, thank God they put that out earlier than they were supposed to, because that was so entertaining to watch. And that was the only thing I got to say. But then you guys
I didn't watch it completely, but yeah.
I need to watch it still.
But anyway, no,
I still need to finish it.
But the one thing I will say about, like, if the Houston Rockets had gone against the Bulls, one thing you got to know is Hakeem Olajuwon went before Michael Jordan in the same draft, right? And no one ever mentions, oh my God, they took Hakeem over Michael Jordan, because Hakeem Olajuwon was that
a beast.
good.
Dude, Hakeem Olajuwon is considered by some to be the most versatile center to ever play the game. Some would take him over Shaquille O'Neal because of how he could do everything. Like, as a center.
The thing about Shaq is no one was going to stop him. No matter what you did, you were not going to stop Shaq. But yeah, no.
Unless you fouled him.
Speaking of great jerseys, I need that classic Houston jersey, like Olajuwon jersey. That is a chef's kiss jersey, man. I don't know. But yeah, no, you weren't going to stop Shaq. Hakeem Olajuwon, like...
Yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon was a beast, and I wish I could have seen him. I wish I could have seen Magic Johnson play, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird,
Magic Jordan.
Like, I wish I. Yeah, it might be. But there's too many MJs, man. There's too many MJs. But okay, so going back to like memorable moments. So I have 3 buzzer-beating 3-pointers. Okay, not buzzer-beating. I got 3 buzzer-beating 3-pointers that I'm gonna chuck out at you. I'm gonna put them in order that I think, like, of how great they were. Considering a lot of factors, and we can get into those if you want me to. I just want to see if you guys agree or disagree.
Oh, before that, the danger level is rising quickly.
Oh no!
I thought we were gonna go like the full on 4, but no, man.
I mean, we're almost at an hour here, so we're
but it's happening before the hour. So like, I would have left right now, but I can hold it. We got this on the control.
We believe in you.
But the danger level is still up there, and we gotta cut it fast. So let's go. Come on.
Okay. So I would put third the Kawhi Leonard buzzer beater against the Sixers.
Oh, dude.
I would put second.
Oh yeah, definitely. Wait, third? Holy shit! Come on, let's go.
What are your top 2?
I would put second the LeBron buzzer beater against the Magic in like 2009, 10, something like that, like conference finals.
I think 2009, yeah.
Like,
I know which one you're talking about. Which one you're talking about. 2009.
And then I would put. Oh, by the way, I'm saying these because we haven't. I wanted to talk about players we haven't talked about. There's a Damian Lillard one that's really good. That's pretty old, but it's amazing. I'm not talking about that one now.
The one against the Rockets.
The Rockets one.
Yes, the one against the Rockets. The first buzzer beater he did in the playoffs, which was like beautiful, nothing but net. But I'm not talking about that one right now because we already talked about Dame and how much of a beast he is. And then number 1, I put the Ray Allen Spurs one.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, okay. That one isn't even technically a buzzer beater though, because it happened with 5 seconds left, and I know that. Then I'll rephrase my thing.
Not buzzer beaters, but like
game winners,
game changing threes, like series changing kind of.
What about Kyrie's?
Yeah,
what about Kyrie's after the block?
We talked about the block. I wanted to talk about other players about the block,
but
scenarios.
I mean, there was another moment in that game that is, Kyrie's shot is that crossover on step. And the shot. But yeah, no. I actually have a funny story about the Kawhi buzzer beater. Because first off, that buzzer beater, that was a hilarious buzzer beater and
so
amazing.
funny.
But just because how many times it bounced off the top of the rim. And the funny thing, you know how he like crouched down and he was like squatting basically. The funny thing is, again, me and my roommate basically were doing the exact same squat, like watching the game and being like, oh, and then when he hit it, we both like, ah.
Nah, I remember I was at my house watching it, and the most thing I remember vividly was Ben Simmons' face, because it was like his deception.
Joel Embiid's face.
No, like Joel Embiid was heartbroken, but Ben Simmons was not devastated, was so disappointed. Like he was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like he was like questioning God at that second when the ball went in, because he was like looking at it like, "Dude, seriously, like motherfucker." And JJ Redick was like, "Motherfucker," like like you could really see their faces. And obviously, well, the Toronto bench lost it. But yeah, all the Sixers were like, what? Like that happened? Honestly, it looked like the ball had a magnetic attraction to the floor.
Yeah, it was juju.
It
was some
inside the
juju,
rim.
like,
because
God was really like, you know what?
It looked so fake. It looked like an NBA 2K glitch, like a glitch. It looked weird.
Speaking of NBA 2K,
I'm not starting a conspiracy theory or anything, but that's how amazing it was. It was like shocking. Like that's the thing, because most shots, like the Damian Lillard shot, was fast, was quick. Like up and down, easy, let's go. That shot really had to sink into everyone. Everybody was like, "What?" Like,
dude, it was honestly
that was
like
the only
movie.
shot I ever saw in slow motion. It was like a movie, exactly. Like it was the only shot you could ever see in slow motion. Because we're like,
because it's exactly what you're saying. Like it felt in slow motion. Because I mean, you look at the replay now, obviously over a year later, and you look at it's like, wow, that happened way faster than I remember it happening. Because that moment, again, me and my roommate, we were squatting down just like Kawhi was, and we were like looking at this ball, and we're like, oh my god, like that's. But anyway,
you really came hard apparently.
Oh, I did. I so did. As a basketball fan, I really fucking did.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay, so how do you how do you rank the ones I threw out there?
I mean, the LeBron one against the Magic, I know it because I've seen it multiple times on obviously highlight videos and shit. But I obviously didn't experience that one firsthand. The Ray Allen one, I did experience that one obviously firsthand. That one was also fucking insane to watch. It was the same feeling I think I had with the block. It was just you couldn't it was so, because first off, the thing is, a lot of people, this kind of pissed me off. A lot of people say oh my god, Ray Allen saved LeBron's career with that shot. And I'm like, first off, they're when the quarantine started, the NBA started replaying a lot of the games, classic games on ESPN and that type of shit. And that's one of the games that they replayed, and I watched it. And LeBron was carrying the fuck out of that team in the forecourt. He was balling, and that three to try and tie it up was one of the first shots he had missed in a while. And then obviously Bosh, great position. The thing about that play was San Antonio.
That was a lucky play. I'll be straight on it.
And it's
Bosh
because
tried to pass it to Ray Allen. I'm not saying he wasn't, but the accuracy was kind of lucky, because if that ball was I'd say almost a foot to the right, or maybe 6 inches to the right.
Completely different.
It would have been an outside or something, because I think it was Danny Green who was guarding Kawhi at directly. I think
Danny Green.
The defender.
Wait, Danny Green guarding Kawhi? That doesn't make sense.
No.
Danny Green was guarding Ray Allen.
Ray Allen.
Oh.
Because Kawhi was in front of Ray Allen. He ran towards Ray Allen. But Danny Green was man-to-man on Ray Allen, and he was a bit behind. But I think Danny Green would have tipped it if it were 6 inches to the right. So obviously luck had to do with it. It was an amazing play anyways. Bosh had great vision, and obviously was very good with his pass.
Ray Allen, cold-blooded, get his feet positioned just outside of the 3-point line.
Yeah, but Ray Allen didn't become cold-blooded until he joined the Heat, and that gets me pissed. Like,
but I mean,
I get so pissed because Ray Allen. I remember multiple games
because he was basically
Allen,
fresh every time he came off the bench. Because like Ray Allen was a really bad player when he was tired. Like he didn't have great stamina.
Oh God, yes.
And when, like you could see it in the 2010 finals. Like every time Ray Allen was gassed, he was hella gassed. Like he couldn't do jack shit. He couldn't even defend, dude. Like he couldn't even defend zone.
I'm pretty sure Ray Allen broke. Like he was the one that had the 3-point shooting record in the finals. Like he did it in the 2010 finals, and they still lost the finals.
Yeah, like he shot
he
amazing through the first 3 quarters and like half the fourth.
Yeah.
But when it came to
we gotta remember
time,
he was
what?
You know, he was pretty well. Like both him and Garnett were already pretty well into their careers at that point. Like they were both like past their 30s. So you know, like the stamina obviously had degraded at that point. But you know what? Funny thing you said, you mentioned 2K. I think we have a memorable moment related to 2K, and it involves all 3 of us. You know the moment I'm going to talk about.
I think I know the moment. Yeah.
We always forget who were the 2 involved, but I am pretty sure it was you 2.
I think it was us 2.
Yeah, and Navia was using, Navia obviously playing as the Lakers with Kobe. Kylos, I don't remember who the fuck you were using. I don't know if you were using the Celtics or someone else. Most probably the Celtics, but I don't know. You were playing against Navia. And this was at my house. I think it was because of a birthday party, like one of my birthday parties. And they're playing against each other.
So dumb. Birthday party. Anyways, keep going.
I know, but we were like, what, 13? You know, you were
come on,
keep
going.
We were a little older than that.
14.
Dude, we were probably in like senior year in that time.
No.
Junior year maybe?
Junior year.
Let's say we were 14, 15, something like that.
Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. But like, I remember just, obviously I wasn't playing, I'm just watching the 2 of you go at it. And Navia takes Kobe. And just from, like, honestly, Damian Lillard type shot.
Range. Yep.
And just throws it up at the last second. And you were like the game.
I yelled Kobe.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, it wasn't like the OKC like Portland game where it was tied, and if he didn't make that shot, it's still tied. They go to overtime.
I was losing by 2.
Navia was losing. Yeah,
dude,
and
I was
Navia
losing by
just
2.
Jacks up a 3.
I was losing by 2. Carlos was defending the best he'd ever defended ever in 2K because I couldn't get a pass inside the paint or anything, and I was like,
back
"Fuck
when
it."
I played 2K. Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. We're going live. We're giving it to Kobe. And took Kobe, ran across the court, like to get enough space to get like a fadeaway. Because 2K, I don't know how to play 2K, so the only way I could make a fadeaway was running to a side and then shooting. So get the fadeaway up. I think it was Paul Pierce or something guarding. Like, and honestly, the most athletic Paul Pierce I've ever seen in my life. So jump. Yell Kobe, shoot it, and the time expired like when the ball was like midair, like midway through to the shot, and I got it in. And dude, that is the best play I've ever made in 2K ever, because I am shit at 2K. I don't play 2K. 2K is dumb in my opinion. FIFA is better, even though it's another shit game and it has like a shit ton of glitches, but it's better.
I agree.
Topic for another day.
Agree.
But yeah, like I remember Carlos was like defeated. Like his face,
dude,
you could see the defeated.
I was dead.
I ran out of the house screaming.
I was dead. Like
I could not believe it.
I didn't even have the energy to scream. I just I just slowly put the controller down, and then I either kneeled or I sat, and I just stayed there.
He just accepted it.
No, I think the rest of the people that were like at my house that night, they were outside, so I like went outside screaming. I was like, "You will not guess what Navia just did to this motherfucker! Oh my god!"
No, I think there were 2 more people in there also, like apart from you.
Really? I can never remember anyone. But yeah, there were more people outside, and I just remember going outside screaming, being like, "You will not believe what this motherfucker, este cabrón! Oh my god!"
I remember we replayed that like way too many times. Like if it were an actual real play, like, we really rubbed it in Carlos's face. It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, but don't worry, guys. If you for any reason like stories about Navia wrecking me in 2K, then we have a plenty of them where he wrecks me in FIFA, and those are way funnier. Oh my
All
god.
the
I
time.
have an amazing one from FIFA,
Yo,
but it wasn't Navi
my
related.
record in FIFA against you guys is basically like Milwaukee Bucks this season. like like amazing stats.
Dude,
like
there was, but the thing is,
Liverpool this season against the Premier League, like 4 defeats.
oh
3
yeah, by the way,
ties,
congratulations to Liverpool. They won the Premier League finally.
Congratulations to Liverpool the team and to Liverpool the city. You guys are dumb as fuck. You're gonna get COVID and you're gonna get fucked.
Oh my god,
Anyways.
so much COVID.
COVID. I love COVID. Just kidding.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we should start wrapping
End it
this
right
up.
here
So if
because
if,
I'm shitting my pants
if any
again.
of I mean, I was gonna say if any of you has like one final memorable moment that you want to throw out there, because I'm trying to
I have a
think right
funny
now.
one. I have a funny one, and it's also
Okay.
related. Again, like going back, obviously, the Thunder got destroyed by Damian Lillard.
Oh
They
my
traded.
God. Here we go again.
They traded
Here
Paul
we go
George.
again.
No, the night that Kawhi Leonard signed with the Clippers, and then that same night, within that same announcement, was like, oh, they're also trading for Paul George. That happened like in the middle of the night. We were all sleeping when that happened. Now, this is the thing. I was sleeping, and I woke up right around the time it happened. I don't know why. I just woke up, like almost if I felt a disturbance in the force.
A disturbance in the force.
And like I woke up. And I checked my phone just to see what time it was. Because I was curious. I was like, oh, what time is it? I look at my phone, and the first thing plastered on my notifications, like on my lock screen, is like Kawhi Leonard signing with the Clippers. I'm like, oh my God, that's insane. And then like Paul George traded to the Clippers. And I'm like, what? What? Dude, I couldn't go back to sleep for like, and it was definitely over an hour. Like it took me a while to go back to sleep. I couldn't deal. I just couldn't deal. Like it was.
Dude, I have one that I shouldn't say because I don't know the story, so I'll leave it up to Nalia. It's the Washington Wizards one.
I was just about to say that same story. Okay, so guys.
Oh, dude. Oh, wait. Before you go. So
amazing.
before you say anything, yeah, I want to set the scene because I don't do a lot of crazy things, guys, okay? But I decided that I was coming back from college. I'm going to have like the get together in my house this time. Wait, was it that night or was it another night?
No, it was that night.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was that night. Okay.
That happened
We're
that
gonna have a
night.
get together. That night was insane, by the way. Oh my fucking god! Like so many
love
things
that
happened
night.
that night. But I remember because I had even forgot. Like the reason I want to set the scene is because we're at my house. Like I'm running all over the place trying to like control the situations and like calm this down because everyone's like going insane for some reason. And my mom yesterday literally looks at me and I was like, yeah, that night when you broke my stove. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, I remember the yeah.
You broke the
same
stove?
The stove top, the edge of it got chipped.
Oh
broken.
my God, dude! I know it wasn't
And
me.
it was the same
I'm
person.
remembering now.
Same person, by the way. Same person.
I'm remembering
what?
now.
Oh
yeah,
my God!
it was all the same. That one guy did everything that night, man. That shit was insane.
Okay, so this person, we're gonna call him Ja Rule.
Ain't nobody care what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this.
Okay, what do we name them? Like, what do you
What?
want to
No,
call him?
I'm kidding. Use Ja Rule.
Oh,
I don't
Nate.
care.
You know
That's
what?
great.
You know what? Fuck
Just
it.
Nate.
We're gonna call him Eddie Murphy. So Eddie Murphy here. Eddie Murphy.
Oh my.
Okay, so we're at Carlos' house. We're getting the get together. I brought like 2 bottles of Pitorro, illegal Pitorro,
Oof.
country made Pitorro, good Pitorro. Yo, like it was amazing, and
It's good alcohol. It's good alcohol.
it's really good alcohol. It's like moonshine. It's Puerto Rican moonshine, and it's so much better than American moonshine because we're better at everything else. Except for running a country, but you're not that much better anyways. Okay, so quick.
What?
Okay, so Eddie Murphy drank half a bottle of Pitorro, and he drank like 5 beers. Like he took a lot to drink. And during this time, there was this series of Washington against who?
Celtics.
Oh, Celtics. And I don't remember what was happening. The point is that Washington was losing. And
Yep.
I bet I was like rooting for Washington because I hate the Celtics, and fuck you, Carlos. Love you. And everybody was like, nah, Washington is not going to win. Washington is not going to win. I was like, they're going to win. They're going to bring it back. You're going to see it happen. Point is, Washington won. The thing is, before that, I was betting against Eddie Murphy, who was drunk, that if Washington won, he was going to paint his hair pink that same night, like at the moment that Washington won. And if the Celtics won, which they were losing, I was gonna I don't remember. I think I was either gonna paint my hair pink or how do you say come out with the truth to my crush at that time. Which anyway, yeah.
Wow, that's risky as hell.
Yeah, I had to text her or something, or call her, I don't know. Which
Eddie Murphy
anyway did, and almost fucked up my whole relationship, which is the relationship I'm in right now. Like, John Wall pulls up the best comeback in Wizards history, basically, in that game.
There's not a lot of them.
Like, there's like, they were gonna lose the series if they lost that game, I think, or something. Point is, yeah. John Wall
they still lost the series though, but
that game was awesome.
Yeah, but that game was amazing. So they won the series. We went to CVS, bought the spray paint. Then we took Eddie Murphy, put him outside Carlos's house, wasted the whole can of spray paint. I mean, hair paint, spray hair paint. We wasted the whole can on his face, like on his hair and shit. He was covered in pink paint all across his body, his t-shirt, everything. So then we started playing. We made a FIFA tournament, and Eddie Murphy was sitting down like next to me, and he was like all fucked up. He could barely look up and whatever. He was like, "No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I swear." Like, "Nah, man." So I told him to move to another chair because I was like, "No, you're not barfing on top of me." Then he was like, "So what's some bull?" Like he literally Family Guy jet puked all over the floor, and it was disgusting.
And I was on the other side of the house, and then suddenly I just hear this. I'm like,
and the splash of the vomit against the floor.
Oh my god!
And
I was there.
Dude,
like,
your dog at the time went to try to eat the vomit. We're like, no.
Yep.
No. So yeah, Eddie Murphy had to take a bath.
Not just that. Not just that. My couch is white, and so he left like a pink mark on my couch from the spray paint.
Yeah.
What?
So
He literally destroyed your house.
He was the lone destroyer of that house. That was insane.
That's why we
were
no
all
longer
fucked
have
up,
parties
but we
at
were like
Carlos's
controlled.
House.
Like, you know, like
that was the first and
okay.
only party at my place. That was the first and only party at my place.
Probably the last one.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
We keep pushing. Oh, no, we gotta do one before they move out.
They're probably gonna move out before COVID.
Like, I don't think we have time for that.
True.
Yeah, I don't think we have time for that.
True. Never mind.
It's not worth. Trust me, it's not worth.
But with that, we're concluding this episode because now it probably has to go shit his pants.
I will shit in the toilet.
Does this count? Wait, does this count as you breaking the streak?
Survived. No, he survived.
Yeah, he survived because we're ending this properly.
I barely survived the episode, but like...
Yeah, but we're still going to count it. So
I'll count it as not surviving the episode because I had to shit my pants before, and I'm holding it right now.
Okay.
So.
Okay, well then, the streak was broken at 3, everybody. Oh, well.
Hey, man.
Anyway.
Hey, man, we did 3. What can I say?
Yeah, anyway. Well, this has been episode 5 of the Puerto Ricans.
So what did we learn, guys? We learned that Damian Lillard is a bad motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker.
That our friend Eddie Murphy is a destroyer of worlds, especially Carlos's world.
And that I have suffered a lot at the hands of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that I think LeBron James is the GOAT.
Yeah. We can have a GOAT conversation another time. I think that can have its own
that
spotlight.
is eventually going to happen. We're going to talk a lot about basketball eventually. Like, this is not going to be the only NBA basketball episode for sure. Odds are we're having another one like that. If the season restarts like it's supposed to, odds are we're going to have like an episode maybe about that like the week after or something. Talking about like
how LeBron is going to win the NBA championship 2020, baby.
Honestly, like, I honestly hope they do. I really want him to. But yeah.
For Kobe.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, no, wait. This is episode 5 of the Puerto Ricans podcast. Make sure to be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us also on Instagram and Twitter if you want to, please. I want followers.
Yeah, you're not going to get any followers.
I know. Let me dream. Anyway, yeah, this has been episode 5. Thanks for joining.
I
love you. Right, I forgot I had to.
The episode.
I had to fucking
stop recording. Holy shit.